Good morning, everyone. Once again, this is Blackforex coming to you with another pre-market analysis video. This morning, we're going to be looking at the Euro USD, but before we get started to break down this currency pair, we have to state that this video is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice, but we all know why you're here. You're trying to find good Forex financial content to improve your ability as a trader. So with that stated, let's go ahead and get started. So as you know, before we get to the chart and breaking that down, the technical analysis, we're always going to discuss the fundamentals. Okay, so the fundamentals for the Euro USD heading into this trading day is that the Euro is weak for several reasons. One is due to inflation because a lot of the nations that make up the Euro uh, that's part of the euro are suffering from a lot of inflation. And then secondly, another major reason is this entire European conflict is having a devastating effect on the European markets. They're being more heavily affected than the North American markets and the Asian markets. Just due to its proximity close to the Russia-Ukrainian incident, it's taking place on the European continent, so it only makes sense that the European currencies would be drastically affected by what's going on with that conflict. And the USD, as we stated in previous videos, fundamentally it is weak because of inflation being suffered by the American economy. But then on the other hand, we also have to pay attention to its behavior due to the current geopolitical climate of the Russia-Ukrainian incident, because if we start to have a panic market in which it's a global panic due to possibly full-scale war from NATO being threatened on Russia or Russia threatening NATO, the USD during this incident has acted as a safe haven currency. Now, the USD is not traditionally a safe haven currency, but it is acting as a safe haven currency during this Russia-Ukrainian conflict due to America is the major country or the country leading all the major countries to put sanctions against Russia. So when trading, especially going into trading this week, you have to keep your eyes on the fundamentals and not just focus solely on what's going on in the charts. I know a lot of people who post information on YouTube and social medias or try to come off as trading gurus. They don't really understand what's going on. The only thing they know how to do is technical analysis. Now, some of them are very good technical analysis traders, but trust me, just trading purely on technical analysis is the reason why you feel like trading Forex is like having a hole in your cup. Every time you make some money, the same money you make, you lose it, and you can never build your account up the way you want to. And that's because you got to take fundamentals into trading just as important as technical analysis. And in many instances, the fundamentals are more important than the technical analysis because without it, you have no context to what you're seeing. Okay. So with that being stated, let's go ahead and break down what's going on from a fundamental standpoint. As you can see, we've been going down for some time, going down, and then we finally just dropped. And this is basically when the whole thing kicked off with the Russian invasion. We came up. Then once we found out that this was not going to be a global conflict, just a European conflict, we did start to come up. But then when we started to see the effects of the sanctions that happened in Russia having a rippling effect on the entire EU, this is the situation that we have right now. So heading into this trading day, we're looking like we're going to be here for a short or a sell position with us continuing to drop down. But we do have to pay attention to this area here because this is an area where price has jumped up significantly from. Okay, so what we would be looking for is push down continuous to right around this area part right here, in which we will probably shoot back up, in which you will probably shoot back up, range out, and then continue to go down. Okay, or what we may do is range out here in this area here and then continue to go down. So those are the kind of the two scenarios in which it will continue to go down. Now, if we do have a fundamental shift in which news comes out that will shift the fundamentals of the euro, or let's say that the USD starts going with global starts to change over its fundamentals due to the geopolitical climate going on with Russia and Ukraine, and start acting as a safe haven currency, we will start to see a very aggressive push down. Okay, we will not see no moves that look like it could potentially reverse and starts to go towards the uptrend and long position until we have a fundamental change in the euro, being that the euro and the USD are both one of our two weaker currencies heading into this trading week, with the euro actually being slightly weaker than the USD at times. Okay, so please keep these things in mind when you're trading, and I hope that information was helpful for you guys. And once again, happy trading.